This is the new class of bikes, the Power Performance. So yeah, now we're gonna skip out, hit the bike path here. Thank you. Like to wave, make sure people know I'm here. I am alone today. Jenny T is out doing her Jenny stuff. And today I wanted to get out and finally get on this and talk. Jen is not real comfortable yet trying to ride this thing, so she's a little afraid of it. Even though we've tamed the cat down, as we call it. We've put some controls in on this thing. And everything, as far as settings for this thing, guys, is subjective. So you're gonna get it, you're gonna try different things. My recommendation, again, would be to use the settings I've shown you with in the beginning when you get the bike, so that the throttle doesn't get away from you. It can when you have full throttle, full speed. This thing really, the bike wants to go. So you cannot, I mean, I'm doing an uphill and I'm climbing speed right now. I can't do that on a regular bike, and I'm only in pedal assist 3. So I'm only putting out 1,500 watts. But this is a pretty good hill for the area. And again, this is where I'm comfortable in this bike. This zone, where I have it at 50% power, set in the pedal assist. I feel good at that level. I do have the throttle at 100%. I did have it backed off, but after doing some testing, the throttle is the throttle. I find that you're just gonna find changes incremental in your power, your pedal assist. So that's where you're gonna be able to control this baby, is controlling it. I have my pedal assist, I think at 8 or 9, the pedal assist 1, pedal assist 2, I think I got it at 19. Pedal assist 3, I have it 50. Pedal assist 4, I have it 70. Pedal assist 5, I've got at 100%. So that's where I'm at on this bike. And again, I'm still learning, feeling, getting comfortable. In fact, you know, I know you guys are eager. Let's take a look at my top speed run and see what you guys think. All right. Okay. Pedal assist 3, 4, 5. Whoa. I didn't even notice what my high was. I got a little worried. There were bumps in the road, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. You cannot run this thing like that unless you know your terrain, you know your road, because this thing will bump. The weight is so big on this thing. I will go up here, spin around. Yeah, the weight on this is so much that if you start hitting these bumps, they're like speed bumps. And you will start boop, 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 and pretty soon you're gonna be off into the berm. So, What do we got here? Let me, hold on. Let me see if what it said I did here. Average. Okay, so we hit 48 miles an hour that time. So not bad considering the fact I let off the throttle. All right, guys, what'd you think of that, huh? That's about as fast as I'm going to take this cat. And everything had to do with, on that run there, I felt I was running on a road. Again, this is a new bike for me. And I not only was running on a road, but there were some bumps in the road. So that's one of the things I want to talk about. We did get a clean bill of health from Berto on the quality of build. And I gotta say, this is a really, really good e-bike suspension. It really is. But you know what it's not? It's not a motorcycle suspension. So when you start getting into speeds over 30 miles an hour, and I'll tell you what, the roads are not going to be your friend because of, well, we're in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, so Chuckhole City, guys, yeah. So when you start getting into a 40 mile an hour, that's crazy, man. That's crazy fast. Sit down over here and approaching 50. And that's where I let off. And that's probably going to be the tops I go or ever go with this bike. So, but what I like about it is I've got all kinds of go-go juice to get me through intersections, keep me up with the traffic, the flow. I mean, I feel good here. And then we're gonna go do our big hill test. But yeah, this bike wants to scream. But I'm gonna tell you what right now, please, know the road you're gonna try your top speed runs on. You know, go drive, look for them, find freshly paved streets. Again, I haven't found the perfect one yet. Behind the school there are bumps, so. So right here is actually coming up is our hill for our hill climb. Now, if I don't touch the throttle, I'm going to get a rolling here. As you can see, the lady walking the dog. Right here is where it really begins. Free dog. All right. This thing will gather some steam on its own. So this hill is crazy. The max speed I can do on a regular e-bike up this hill on a 750 or 1,000 watt motor is going to be like maybe 16, 17 miles. There's 34 miles an hour, guys. I wasn't even doing nothing. So yeah, that's how much momentum that hill takes. Let's see what we got going up it, huh? So we're going to start off in 3. And again, this 16, 17 mile an hour is the max for me. There's 3. Let's go 4. Again, that's 70% motor power. And then we're going to kick it into 100% motor power there. Did you just hear that? And I'm screaming up this hill, guys. Look at this. And the power is I gotta make the turn. There we go. I gotta let up. It just ate that hill up like nothing. Nothing. So I'm gonna, again, I am going to make sure I turn my down to 3 again. But you saw me eat that hill up, and that's a pretty nasty hill. It's pretty well known to the bikers, and it used to be a joke about making it up this hill. So, but there you go. So yeah, I gotta say I really like the tires on this thing. Before, in the very beginning, when all the talk of the pre-orders and such, Brian over at Citizen, it seemed like every month there was an update on this bike. So yeah, we're, you know, coming out, we're changing this, we're changing that, we're doing that. So I did place my order because I like the design, the frame of the bike very much. Finally, you know, after I've been creeping on the websites and watching the YouTubes and watching Brian over at Citizen and some of the other guys that have them, I kind of waited until that old E-Cells wired feud kind of worked its way out. Who's going to win? I certainly didn't think E-Cells would win in that case. So now we're actually on the Ohio to Erie Trail. We just picked it up in the Harvard district, Harvard Road. This is where we pick and we do our what we call our urban run. So the trail will take us downtown, all the way into down by the Cuyahoga River, Lake Erie, and over into Edgewater is where it would begin. You'll see the guys who do these long trips. The trip runs from here all the way to Cincinnati, the Ohio River. That's why it's called the Ohio to Erie. So the Ohio River to Erie. So we're on a chunk of it. We're on the northern leg of it. We love this. We love this little stretch, our urban run. So yeah, we're on the trails now, and it's a weekday. It's relatively early. It's 1 o'clock. It's after the holiday weekend. So it's going to be quiet on the trails, so I can have a little fun here. I don't got to be overly cautious to do the review and ride. So, but yeah, I wanted to take this on different styles of rides for you. Get it on the main roads, keeping up with the traffic. So this bike here, I like the fact that you can set this thing up as a immediate class 1 bike, and that is designed to go 20 mile an hour with no throttle, okay? So the bike will, if you set that in the settings, class 1 bike, it'll automatically set the max speed, the limits, all that. You can just get out. You don't need to do anything else to the bike itself. Class 2, it offers a class 2 setting, and that will do 20 mile an hour again, but it will enact the throttle. So the throttle, you'll be able to do up to 20. And then you have class 3. Of course, we know that's like 28, 30 mile an hour, and it'll do the cutoff there. So, and then you have the unlimited, which the unlimited will unlock this thing to the full power of the motor, the 2,000 watt nominal. I just I just laugh every time I say that, because that's such a crazy number, isn't it? 2,000 watts, but what's even crazier is when I say the max. Hey guys, 5,000 watt max. Huh? What kind of... So let me tell you what drove me to really get this bike was, yes, that power. And again, I'm not going to be racing around here doing 50 mile an hour, but look at this hill. You know, I'm still in half power, and I'm just, hey guys, just eating it. I ate that hill up like it was nothing with just having the throttle. So, you know, I'm on the trail. So there you go, guys, huh? You can do trails. But let me say, what really sold me on this bike was the fact that it looked like a bike. Okay. Brother? Yeah. The fact that it doesn't look like a motorcycle. Clark Field here. This is all new. The Indians, or the Guardians, dedicated and put that field. It's all AstroTurf. It's design built into it. It's a really wicked ball field. It's fun to watch the kids play ball there. They got a dog park back here, a big playground. Way to go. Way to go, Cleveland. Nice job on that field. So, the look of the bike is really what sold me. Now, I originally had ordered the Wicked Red, and oh boy, that is, for someone like me who does photography on bikes and videos and things like that, that is really should have been the color I got, or maybe white. Those really shine when you're doing pictures and photographs and things like that. But I did order the red, and then a couple days later, what I really personally, this is my bike. This is going to be my personal bike. As long as I like the bike, and so far I love the bike. So, we gotta pass up here. Thank you. So, always try to be courteous, guys. Please, thank you. A kind look, a short wave, you know. Here's what's going to happen. Some kid is going to screw up on one of these, and you're going to have it all over the news. And you're going to have people on videotape going, yeah, those damn things, they drive me crazy. Well, you know what I'd rather have people say? I'd rather have people say, well, not everybody on those is bad. So that's the attitude I'm hoping. I want to say, hey, I'm here to share this whole thing with you. Hey! So yeah, I want a positive note with the community. I want them to say, hey, these guys aren't all bad. So when someone does screw up and make us, you know, screw up really bad, and we're not all of us are bad. Don't group us in a pile and start wanting to regulate. So anyway, that's my rant. So the reason this bike was the right bike at the right time for me was because it looked like a bike, guys. I just don't want the attention. Hi, guys. Boy, it looks like looks like this thing is just eating up all these hills. You have such an incline here. This is just, you can't describe it. I'm just lightly giving it a little throttle, maybe at, what am I at here, 500 watts. So 25% power. All right. I'm on your left here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, but yeah, this thing just grazes through. And it was the right bike at the right time for me because I had had spine surgery in January. And it was lower back. They removed sections of my spine to allow my spinal cord was getting contracted. I couldn't walk anymore. Well, I could walk, but I was falling everywhere. I couldn't do steps at all. It was bad. So again, a year before that, I had had spine surgery in the upper spine. So that went so good that I said, well, let's do the lower back. I had no choice. I couldn't bike anymore. Right behind you. Thank you. So I had spine surgery. And then 3 months after my surgery, I went to see my surgeon. He says, oh, you look great. Go ahead, start biking. Well, I did, but I was still falling everywhere. I had no strength. I had no power left. It was like, I really got scared. I thought, oh, this is it. You know, is this the best it's going to be? I mean, you know, I can't bike. I was falling off my bikes. So I sold all my bikes. I thought, well, Jared, that's it for you. That's preview. It's really nice biking down through here. So yeah, I thought it was it for me. I thought, well, that's it. And I thought, well, if I can do anything, step through. So we contacted my contacts at different manufacturers, and I ended up with a Magicycle 20-inch step-through deer. My wife had one, and she loves it. She loves her Ocelot Pro from Magicycle. And I was able to test it. And I was able to ride it pretty good, and it felt good. I could step onto it. I could step off of it. It didn't feel too heavy. Didn't feel too crazy. So with that, I got that bike ordered up. It really was only maybe 2 months, 3 months, 2.5 months old, having the Magicycle deer. And I got that because I ordered this guy, a step-through 26-inch. I thought, okay, I don't care how messed up my back is. It's a step-through. I'll be able to do this. And so I pre-ordered this guy based on, again, having a bike shop like Berto's, I go in there just all the time just to check out who's bringing what bike in. So I get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. What he, all the bikes that he can't fix, all the bad bikes. So he, of course I've been looking at the wired, like I said. I knew E-Cells was out of business. I liked the new wired design. I liked the new frame. I liked the new battery design. The whole setup, the cruiser, the step-through bike, was just really nice. So I got to see them, and why were the bikes in the shop? The bikes were in the shop for tires, for brakes, for just the cleaning and maintenance. He was never fixing these things, so. Unlike some of the other bikes. So it gave me a good, I felt good about it. He felt good about the product. Again, the 72 volts, all new to everybody here. So that gave me real comfort in ordering this bike. Metro Parks, they're great. These guys are fabulous. Cleveland Metro Parks is just absolutely fabulous. The trails are always clear. They're always, you know, clean, manicured, cut, edged, planting flowers. It's just fabulous. It's just we're real blessed to have the Metro Park systems that we do in Cleveland. And there's so much trails to adapt to. I am going to just do a quick river run. So yeah, having the fact that the Word Scout was a step through had to be important to me. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'll finish up the medical story, is I'm out of the clear blue sky like a month ago. It seemed like my spine recovered. I felt I had strength back in my legs. And talking to the surgeon now, he said, yeah, well, it can take up to a year for the spine to recover when it's been pinched off like that. So even though they removed all the bone and allowed it to come back into shape, it can take months or even, you know, to so it just seemed weird. It wasn't, it just, I don't know, like I say, my body is feeling really, really good, really great. I have some other issues though. I put on a lot of weight while healing. Thank you, my lovely wife, Jen. She took great care of me. And I just, you know, I didn't move a lot. I couldn't. So I ended up putting on the weight. So now I'm back and I'm getting a bit more exercise. So anyway, that's me. So having those health conditions, I needed to step through. I wanted power. I did not want to get myself caught on a hill and have to stop, because that's where people fall. I've fallen on a hill. You start to go up a hill, for some reason you stop, or you can't get up the hill, or maybe somebody else has stopped, so you stop to help, and then all of a sudden you're on that slant, you put your foot down, there's no down, bam, you're falling. So I need a bike that's going to get up any hill, so the power. Out at Towners. So yeah, we're down in the flats right now. We call it the flats. It's the East Bank. Condos, eateries, watering holes, lots of watering holes. So it's after the holidays, so I like to come down and check out the river. So yeah, so we're done with tires. We covered that. Like the tires. Factory tires are good, very good tires. So, yeah, this is just beautiful down here. Very quiet compared to the weekend. It was packed with boats everywhere. So, but that's when I bring the other bike with Jen. We come down. I don't like to bring a big bike like this in the crowds. Although, Sunday is the Browns kickoff down, the home opener. So I'm probably going to bring the bike down and go through the tailgate parties, which you have a blast. You want to have some fun? The Browns tailgate parties. I don't have tickets to the game. I don't think I could do a whole football game standing and all that walking yet. I'm still recovering, but I will ride the bike down and ride through, meet the guys. As you can see, the maneuverability is very good on this bike. Very good. The front fork is built well and allows you to maneuver very well without a wobble. And again, let's talk about that. I haven't had a wobble yet on this bike. I'm going uphill, so it's hard to go no-handed, but no, this front end is smooth, guys. Very, very smooth. I was very concerned about getting a bike that did 50, 55, with me on it, 55, I guess. Not being able to have the support. Excuse me. It's one of the last few awesome days coming. We got a cold front coming and winter's here. Kids are back to school, so yeah, I wanted to get out and show you this, and I'm trying to think of a good area where I can get some suspension going for you, or to show you the steering maneuverability. And I think I have it, but I'm going to have to cut you off and take you there. So yeah, if you see, aisle 3 just gives me the smoothness, 50%. I think, have the slow start set to 1. So pedaling is nice, smooth. I have it set to 3, which that's ridiculous. This guy's gonna stop, and I'm gonna end up the rear end of his truck. Well, there you go. That's getting out of trouble, right, guys? So, you gotta watch that. Railroad tracks here, boys. Like I say, good suspension, but not a great motorcycle suspension. So, guys, you don't want to go flying over them railroad tracks on this bike doing 40 miles an hour. So, no, you don't. So I think I'm going to cut out. We'll go ahead and I'll get to that area. Thank you. We will get to bump it up to 4 so I can get some speed. I got the truck behind me. There we go. And I'm going to hang a left here. So there. So you see me maneuvering through traffic and the roads. You see me on the trails. I'm going to hop back on the trail here. So yeah, so I'm going to take you to an area where we can do some racing around and show you the front end maneuverability. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're going to rock it on down the sidewalks here to show the suspension a little bit. The sidewalks are crap, so I don't have an off-road trail, so I've got trails, but not off-road, so this will be a good indicator of how this suspension handles. The shocks are really nice. Berto had set them up for my weight. I couldn't tell you what that was. I just had him do it. We set the rebound. I set the rebound at halfway. So that'd be the red dial. And the front is open all the way. Woo. Yeah. So this is a good way to kind of show you how the shock system works. Guys, it's the middle, it's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday on a main road. Whoa! So that's why I know nobody's walking this sidewalk, and I can see all the way half a mile down. So, but I don't have an off-road trail, so this gives you a really good feel. Woo! Yeah. Feels nice, guys. It really does. You feel totally in control. You don't have no wobble in the front end. The shocks are taking up the bounce nicely. So, make sure people see me. There we go. Even though you got the right of way, you got a lot of people who want to hang a right on red that aren't looking for bikers. So here we go. We're on the trail now. So there, yeah. We got a little hill. And again, I'm on pedal assist 3 at 50% motor power. That's what my pedal assist is set at. So I have full throttle, 100%. I have a soft start, I believe, I want to say 1. So that is where my bike is set up, to where I feel like I've got a nice, a very nice Class 3 bike here, because the top speed at 50% is going to be around 30. It is 30. And that's really where a Class 3 bike would be. I could pedal, pick up nicely. Now, if I yeah, see, I'm no demon. I don't want to tear up the trails and get people to hate us e-bikers. So, but anyway, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to race and show you the shocks. That was probably the best example I could get for you guys. It's obviously not moguls. We're not, this isn't a professional bike, but I got to say, I've had a lot of bikes, guys. That suspension was great. This thing is really nice. Thank you. Nice leisurely ride when that's all you need. Let's talk about the battery on this, or batteries. You have 2 batteries. You have 72 volt. One is a 20 amp hour battery, and the rear one is a 15 amp hour battery. These suckers are heavy, guys. They're real heavy. The range on this. Again, I've had this bike now. Today will be like 250 miles of riding for me. Today, I'll just give you for instance. We've done 35 miles, and I'm at 48%. So I'm at 50% battery. So that, hey, guys, I'm loving that. I don't think my rear end can take. Real good, thank you. I don't think my butt can take, 40 miles. It's sore. The stability is on this spike, huh? Give it an inch and kick it up to 4. Oh, missed that one. Woo! That's hard, guys. But bike feels great. Look at that. No troubles, no wobbles. 2 thumbs up on that. Woohoo! Good job, Wired. Very good job. So, I'm going to wrap this up by, hopefully, I gave you guys a good view of this bike, what it is, what it's capable of. Maybe some of the cautionaries, sorry, I didn't mean to sound like mom. Through some of this, but yeah, so I'll tell you what, it's worth every penny. What they're asking for, the quality is there, the build is there, the power is there. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and if you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Jerry T out.